Welcome to Static Model Mayhem. On this episode we're going to start our painting series tutorial about trucks. What we have here is a set of 3D printed typical trucks, and we're going to start painting them, slaying the grey, as they say. Our first step is using Vallejo's 71080 Rust as an undercoat. Our trusty paintbrush, some water, and the palette. The main thing is to give a solid primer, especially when you're dealing with 3D printed objects. For that, we have used our old reliable Vallejo Grey Surface Primer, and the main idea is to give a solid base coat onto which we'll add weathering effects, further rust effects, perhaps dust, we'll see, depends on the mood. You can use any color you like, but I tend to prefer this one lately. Yes, we had a mishap on printing, but we'll fix it. Take into account that some parts of the trucks are polished, especially this part which comes in contact with the road wheels, and we'll try not to paint on the outside, but even if we do, we'll fix that one later. No biggie. Let's refill our palette. You want your paintbrush to be moist, not wet. Something like this. By doing so, you not only extend your paint's efficient life. In other words, your paint doesn't dry on your paintbrush. Oops, come on. And it's on top of that, it's more manageable. Usually I tend to go for about 4 or 5 brush strokes before re-wetting my brush. If you have an inconsistent base layer, you can use that to your advantage by adding more interest to certain areas. You can do this with an airbrush, but sometimes painting with a brush is more relaxing. Getting there. You might have noticed that I'm not using my wet palette today, because I don't feel like it. This destroys the myth that you have to use a wet palette at all times. Anyway, we're almost there. as I was saying, you can use a darker color for your base coat, but I like to have a mid-tone when I start weathering. Don't want to be forced to go from dark to light. I can choose whatever path I want. I can either go light, I can go dark, I can leave it as is. That's another option. Just remember to keep it simple. As for the paintbrush, it's not something fancy, it's one of my trusted soldiers over the years. Pretty soon it will be downgraded to dry brush duty, but until then it can certainly assist me in painting some tank trucks. Just the trucks, not the wheels. Model Air is really easy to use with a paintbrush. The Vallejo series, or Vallejo, depends on how you pronounce it. Up to you. The product and the paint remain the same. Either you call it Vallejo or Vallejo or I don't know. You decide. Come on. Don't worry about this, we'll fix them later with tire black to simulate different materials. So in my mind, these are the vehicle's colors, the internal ones, and all the outer rings should represent rubber. Right now, let's focus on painting just the trucks. Two coats might be necessary at some point, but we'll see. We'll let it dry and see how it goes. And our final piece. Yes, I'm scraping the barrel. Not worth pouring an extra drop or two for just, whoops. Extra drop or two, as I was saying, for this little piece of truck. So there we go. We have base coated all our truck pieces. For a very special vehicle that deserves a series of its own. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care!